that the Quran is something that is, again, how did the Quran preserved? How did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve the Quran? The Quran is preserved again the same way. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, during his lifetime, he used to, whatever the portion of the Quran used to be revealed to him by Allah through the angel Jibril, he would revise them, he would read them in the Salah, 5 daily prayers. He would read loudly in Salatul Fajr. And people, the Sahaba, would listen to him, and most of the Sahaba were those that they were so much keen into that they would memorize immediately after that new surahs were revealed. So he would do the same thing during the time of Maghrib prayer, and then he would do the same thing during the time of Isha prayer. So everything that has been revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it was, read in the surahs, in the Quran, in the namaz. And also Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would normally deliver Friday sermon. That was regular. Every week he used to deliver Friday prayer, Friday sermon. And during that Friday sermon, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would take few verses of the Quran, and then he would read them, he would explain to them, then he would conclude them. So the whole Quran was taught in the Jummah like that. Whatever the portions were taught, and suppose if he has taught something last Jummah, then he would bring new things in the new Jummah, like that. So this is how the Quran was taught by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And also during his lifetime, he would ask some of the Sahaba. There were some good numbers of Sahaba who would, come to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Rasulullah would dictate to them. Okay, this is the new portion has been revealed. Put this in the this surah under this ayah, and this is how. And this Uthman bin Affan radiallahu anhu, he used to say that we would not know from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that the previous surah is completed or still new portion is coming from that surah, and we would only come to know that when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would say, now Allah has revealed this portion of the Quran, and he would read with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So when he would read Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, the Sahabi is saying, Uthman bin Affan, that we would understand now that the previous surah that was revealed to us and that we have noted down, that has been completed, and now the new surah is coming down. So with the Bismillah, they would understand that the new surah is coming. So this also shows that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to, even there were two ways of preservation of the Quran. One, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was reading verbally in all his prayers, in all his Jummah khutbahs, in all his Eid khutbahs, and also he would do the same thing while in the masjid when anybody would come from a countryside and he would ask any question to him. He would tell them, okay, if they put any questions, so he would read the Quran to them, so they would make the note of that. So this was one way of preservation of the Quran, because the way Prophet ﷺ used to memorize the Quran, the same way his companions used to memorize them by heart. And the second way of preservation was that the Prophet himself was asking his companions to make the note of that. So they were, writing and preserving it in the writing form. Bismillah. Afterwards, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam would ask them to read to him whatever is been revealed. So, mashallah, this is how the Quran was preserved. The third method of preservation was, and this is where my subject is. I said that the Quran today is the main criteria for the prosperity and rise of the nation and the downfall of the nation. And this is this is the third point. That Sahaba, it was a shocking thing for them, because Sahaba would read the Quran, would understand the Quran, would believe in the Quran, and then they would apply that Quran in their life. And then they would teach the people the Quran. whatever, like, there's a very famous hadith of Umar ibn al-Khattab and his business partner, that they used to have the business and they would change their alternative days. That Rasulullah one time Umar would stay with Prophet and would take all the notes, whatever the Prophet would teach throughout the day. He would make the note of that, and the next he would go to his partner, tell him everything, whatever he would read to him or teach him in whatever the manner he could. And then the next day, Umar would run the business and his partner would go and learn from Rasulullah. So this is one of the ways, mashallah, another way of preserving of the Quran. Alhamdulillah.